Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you a complete guide to bulk operations with Entity Framework Extensions Library. Let's explore a small application we have. Here I use a SQL Server database and register my ProductDB context. My ProductDB context consists of few entities: products, product cards, and product card items. The product entity is pretty simple, and the product card contains a list of product card items and a user. A product card item has a link to a product and to a product card. In program.cs, I created a scope and instantiated a DB context. Here I am warming up my DB context and try to insert a lot of entities. Here we are going to insert 10,000 records in our database. Let's run our application and see how much time does it take to insert this number of records. Okay, our operation is complete. As you can see, it takes about 4.5 seconds to insert this number of records. So what's the problem here? The problem is with how the SaveChanges method works. In many databases, EF core batches multiple inserts into a single command, but the database still executes this insert one by one. For SQL Server, EF core uses a merge statement to insert multiple rows at once. However, EF core's approach is limited by the number of SQL parameters, and performance drops quickly when entities have many columns. To address this issue, I want to introduce you a Entity Framework Extensions library. This library provides a few methods for bulk write operations, such as BulkInsert, Update, Delete, Merge, and Synchronize. This library works with the following database providers, such as SQL Server, Azure SQL, Postgres, SQLite, MySQL, MariaDB, and Oracle. Let's get started with this library. I'm going to download this library, and I need to install this package, the Entity Framework Extensions EF Core. Let's stop our application, open our Solution Explorer, and install the needed NuGet package. Let's install the latest version of Entity Framework Extensions library. In this project, I use .NET 10 and EF Core 10. Let's create a second method for bulk insert operation. I will call it insert bulk async. We will generate 10,000 products, and instead of calling add range and save changes, I will call db context bulk insert async. We have a synchronous version and asynchronous version, and I'll provide my list of products. And of course, we need to await this statement. In program.cs, I will call the new bulk insert method, and let's explore how fast the new method is. I will run and debug my application. As you can see, it took only 600 milliseconds, and the previous SaveChanges version did the insert in 4.5 seconds. This one is 9 times faster. In Entity Framework Extensions library, there is an even faster method for bulk inserts. Let's explore this method. This method is called BulkInsertOptimized async. We will rename our existing method into insert BulkOptimized, and let's test how faster this optimized method is when compared to the regular bulk insert. Okay, as you can see that our bulk insert optimized method completed in 467 seconds. That's even faster than the bulk insert method. So what's special with this bulk insert method? If you don't need to return identity or other output values after insertion, you can use this bulk insert optimized method. Under the hood, Entity Framework Extensions creates a temporary table when you use the regular bulk insert method for outputting values. But when you use the optimized version, Entity Framework Extensions doesn't create a temporary table and uses the bulk copy strategy directly into the destination table. And this bulk insert optimized method has an interesting return result, optimized analysis. Let's debug and see what we have in this analysis. we have basically a flag that indicates whether this statement was optimized, and when the statement is not optimized, you will receive a list of tips and the text that the operation is not optimized. Let's explore what options do we have when using a bulk insert and bulk insert optimized method. The first option I want to show you is include graph option. When performing a bulk insert, we can use the options delegate and specify the include graph true. This include graph option allows inserting multiple nested entities. For example, we can insert our product cards each product card contains product card items, a product, and a user. We can generate our product cards and try to insert them. We'll call this method insert bulk optimized graph. A few other options we have in the bulk insert methods. Let's create it as a regular lambda and explore what options do we have here. The first option I want to show you is insert if not exists. And this option allows you to insert entities that don't already exist in your database. Another option which can be useful is insert keep identity. Set this value to true if you want to insert entities with their identity value. Another interesting option is automap output direction. And if you set this value to false and use a regular bulk insert method, this will actually be the same as the bulk insert optimize method, with the difference that it will not return the response analysis object. The next method I want to show you is bulk update method. First, we will read the existing products from our database, and let's select 100 products. I have prepared a small code snippet that updates existing products. With the bogus library, I update the name, the description, and the price. Next, we need to call the dbContext bulk update method. Let's run our application. Okay, let's explore our list of products. The first product has price 598. Let's update our products. And as you can see, there is a new product with a new price. The bulk update method has a few useful options. The first option you might be needing is ignore on update expression. With this option, you can ignore properties that are auto-mapped. Another useful option is column primary key expression. With this property, you can specify how Entity Framework Extensions Library compares the entities from your list you provided in this method with the existing entities in the database. If you want to change it from primary key, which is used by default, you can specify any other option like name, and also you can provide an anonymous object, and in this object you can specify multiple fields like this. Bulk update method also supports include graph option, just as the bulk insert method. Okay, now let's explore the bulk delete method. We'll call it bulk delete async method. We will read 100 records from the database, and to use the bulk delete method, you need to call the await dbContext bulk delete async method and provide a list of products. Let's explore a more complex bulk method. We will use the BulkMerge method. The BulkMerge method performs an upsert operation. It inserts new entities that are not present in the database, and it updates the existing entities in the database. Let's explore a simple code example. Here we read 50 entities from the database, and we perform a new updated list of these entities and also add some new products. Let's debug this code and see how it works. To make it more simple, I have updated the number of records we insert and update to 5. 5 entities to update, and 5 new entities to generate. I have cleared my database, and as you can see, we have 10 products here. Then we read the first 5 products. We use the existing ID and update the name, description, and the price. Next, we create new products, and our product to merge list contains 5 items with our existing records, with our existing IDs, and other, as you can see, entities have 0 identity. It means that they have been inserted into the database. After calling the bulk merge statement, let's read our products from the database. As you can see, we have 15 products. The first 5 products have the same ID, but their names and prices were modified, and the last 5 entities contains our new entities. Let's explore the most complex method in EF Core Extensions library, which is called BulkSynchronize. Let's skip the code from our previous bulk merge operation, and let's just change the BulkInsert call to BulkSynchronize async. The BulkSynchronize async method combines 3 operations: insert, update, and delete. First, it inserts the new entities from the list you provide into the database that don't already exist. It updates the existing entities, and it deletes those entities from the database that are not present in this product list. Okay, now in the database we have 15 products. Here we read the first 5 products. Update the first 5 products and add new 5 products. So as a result, we pass 10 entities to this method, and we will have to insert 5 new products, update 5 existing products, and delete 5 existing products which are not present in this list. Let's actually open the database and see our records. We have 15 products here. Read the first 5, update them. We pass a list of 10 products and perform our bulk synchronize method. We will open the database, refresh. As you can see, we have only 10 records. The 5 records that were not passed in the list were deleted from the database. In real production projects, you will need to configure your bulk insert and bulk merge operations. In the feature documentation, you can find all the description to the options you can specify in these methods, and let's briefly explore the most important ones. Column input expression. This option lets you specify which properties to map when performing the bulk merge. Ignore expression tells you which properties you need to ignore. Usually these properties are auto-mapped. Also, you can specify separately what to ignore when you perform the insert statement and what to ignore when you perform the update statement. For bulk synchronize method, you have pretty the same options. You can specify what column input expression to use, what options to ignore on synchronize insert, update, and delete operations. You can also specify the column primary key expression, both for merge and synchronize method, and specify how you map the provided list of objects with the database. Let's explore the final method called BulkSaveChanges. When you have a pretty complex existing code and you don't want to rewrite your existing operations with DB context and you want just to make them faster, you can, instead of calling SaveChanges, call the BulkSaveChanges async method. And this method will work much faster than the regular EF Core SaveChanges method. This is useful when you have existing code with multiple operations on DB context and you want to call one method to perform all the operations at once. This method performed in 900 milliseconds, and when compared to 4 and 5 seconds, it's 5 times faster. Entity Framework Extensions is a paid library, and you need to purchase a license when using this library for commercial projects. However, you can download the free trial. You can update the version of this NuGet package at the beginning of every month to extend the trial period and test if this library meets your project needs. Thank you for your attention.